Hello, welcome back to Battle Brothers. So we got a couple of brothers to name here. I think we're going to call Landrick. So I had one here, Philip Broken Knee. So on, I would prefer it if you didn't suggest titles, though like nicknames or whatever. But it's fine for now. The reason I say that is that I kind of like it when we give them titles or nicknames based on their achievements or what happens in the series. So if we give him this nickname right now, he's going to kind of be locked into it, so we can't really like change it. Otherwise, I'd feel bad about it, because like this might be the name you want him to have. So I would prefer it if they didn't have nicknames, because then we can, you know, we can have their stories be told and yeah, evolve. Let's see, so Gustav the Insane, we might actually call him, so a Jacob, we wanted a Jacob the Thresher here, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, Jacob the Thresher. So I think we're actually going to rename Gustav the Insane to Jacob the Thresher, because he's got some good stats. He is superstitious, but he's the only one with it, like a weapon or anything that like kind of makes you, that evokes the idea of a thresher. There is like an actual wheat thresher in the game, but it's a terrible weapon. It's like a farming implement made of wood, 2 sticks of wood and just like a chain or something, I think. But yeah, we'll call this guy Jacob the Thresher. There we go. And do we have anything else to? Sorry, do we have anything else to see to here? I don't think so. Our ambition is still to have at least 2,000 crowns. It's been a few days since I last recorded, so apologies if like last episode I said, you know, we're gonna do this, and then I'm just like going in the completely opposite direction. We just went to Harkenstad because we did some jobs here. We're now going to... We've been to Gemensnacht, or Gemenschacht. There wasn't much to do there. We're going to go back to Lemberg because we didn't find anything good in Goldwall. There's no jobs or anything in Goldwall. Why is it even called Goldwall? It must be for the honey, maybe. Or the mountains are like the Goldwall or something. I mean, I know obviously that it's called Goldwall just because the... You know, random generation thought that that's why it's named that, but that's not how you should read a randomly generated or procedurally generated story. You should try to, like, fill in the gaps yourself. Then it becomes way more entertaining. So we're back in Lemberg. We need tools and supplies, and we need to find a place where that is cheap. So we can actually sell the amber... No, it's actually going to be worse. We want to go to somewhere where we can sell that for, like, 300 plus. That's probably going to be far. No tools and supplies here. That's a problem, because we have a lot of broken armor. I'm thinking, let's see, so he had broken armor. I'm thinking we're going to put this one on life instead, for now, until he can actually get that armor repaired. And then we're going to, is it alt right click to set it to be repaired? This one also needs repair. We could just replace it with this one for now. Apron instead of butcher's apron. Considerably less bloody, less intimidating, I suppose. And otherwise we are good for... We're not really good for food, but... oh, it's actually quite cheap for grain here. We're going to buy some grain. We're going to keep the cheese with us, I think. Yeah, there's no feast or anything. They still have the rebuilding effort, but wood is far from here. There's no wood cutting place there. Workshop? I think that is actually tools, yeah. Tools and other supplies. We might want to go back there and buy tools later on then. Right now we're searching for jobs. So if you heard that, I just took a sip of this delicious Swedish beer. Sofiero from the Kopparberg brewery, I think. I don't know where that brewery actually is, but I think Kopparberg is like pretty internationally like recognized. I know friends of mine from Britain have had it before, so some people might recognize it. Let's see, marketplace, any tools? Yes, they do have tools, but they're absurdly expensive. But we can sell the amber for 343. I'm going to do that. And then we can buy, let's see, it's 376. I don't want to buy them here. I want to find a place with a workshop that's like way cheaper. Do these guys have a workshop? They don't. Yeah, this is probably import wares. which means it's more expensive. Don't think we need the repairs yet. Like, quite yet. We're going to want them done, obviously, quite soon. Oh, cloth. It's actually not that expensive either. Let's see if we can do a job for them, and if we do the job, that raises our reputation with the town, which makes wares cheaper. Torkel the Younger, we've talked to you before. He's looking at a poorly drawn map, then looks up at you as though you're the one responsible for making it. Look, mercenary, this is a strange thing to task you with, but you seem to have a good head on your shoulders. See this dark spot here? Would you be willing to venture that way and try to find the Tomb of Many Crows? It's somewhere at or around the region of Grandview Pastures. One of those sounds like a Game of Thrones thing, and one of those sounds like a Sims neighborhood. What does it pay? Oh, it's 300. Well, so these like scouting missions are quite easy, but they're also very long. Oh, okay, I accept your offer. I accept this contract. I don't want to take the 2-skull one yet. It might still be here when you come back, and it also might be very hard. We are stocked full on boys. So Grandview Pastures, that's over here. As you and the Chosen of Davkul prepare their journey, Leif the Butcher states that there is a man who wishes to speak to you directly. You nod and have him led to you. He's a glum, small man who states that the rulers of Camersmark have no interest in the Tomb of Many Crows other than ones of greed. Of course, that's the case, so what's the problem? The man nods. Look, I have some folks who are interested in keeping the Tomb of Many Crows hidden away for good. If you find it, well, talk to me first. We'll make you a pretty penny. I'll think about it. So, yeah, sometimes with some jobs you can get counteroffers from other interested individuals. So this might be like a rivaling noble house, or in this case, I'm thinking it's probably a cultist. Camersmark is not a place that has any love for us, and we have no love for them either. And if I'm not mistaken, this house is a bunch of assholes, really. For me and for mine, yeah. But like, we might as well just betray them. I think it's generally not a good idea to do that, because obviously, as a mercenary, you tend to rely on your reputation. Taxidermist can't make anything with the spider silk, obviously. We checked that earlier. Peat, oh, that's actually quite cheap as well. I'm gonna buy some peat and then maybe sell it somewhere else. And the tools here are cheaper than they were back there. Still not very cheap though. I'll buy grain because it's quite cheap. We are going to be basically meandering about a lot, looking for something that we don't know. Like, we don't know where it is. Vinland, that's actually an old name, I think, for Newfoundland. Vinland is what supposedly the Norse who found it called it. Like, who found it way before, before American, or what would become American settlers. So like British, French, and Spanish settlers came to America. Way before that, some Norse people journeyed there, and I think got into some conflict with the natives, and then decided, you know, this place actually sucks, and never came back. It said it was around Grandview Pastures, but last time it said this was around Greenfold, so it could be literally anywhere. A group of world-weary explorers. They seize up in the middle of the road, half covered in mud and half in leaves, and all in unintentional camouflage. We've had this one before. One rubs his forehead, eyeing you carefully before a smile widens. I know a searcher when I see one. You're looking for the Tomb of Many Crows, ain't ya? Well, you're in luck. Who's just coming from there? Here, give me your map and I'll show you where it is. You see, on the hills not too far to the east of where we are now. On the hills not too far to the east of where we are now. These are hills, and this is east, so I'm guessing this is where it is. Can't travel through mountains. Oh, you can. Oh, this is where we're gonna get, like, assaulted by a Yeti or something. I forget what the Yetis are called in this, but they're horrible. Oh, it's not a true trip to the markets without some strange fella accosting you. This time it's a man with a large face, his mouth a bear trap of jagged teeth, and his cheeks set high as though they are meant to be shelves. Oh, this is a Yeti. Features aside, he swings his weight around like someone of import and wealth. I see that you are of the adventuring sort. You wouldn't come by that gossamer without some guile in ya. Well, I got some gold in me, and I'll give you 300 of it for that trinket. What trinket? Noble steps forward and pushes you back as though you were a random customer and not the company captain. He yells at the buyer and throws a hand up, and the buyer responds, and it's like two dogs barking at one another. And it's all so fast, with so many numbers being thrown around, it may as well be another language. After a minute passes, the peddler returns. Alright, he's now offering 399 crowns. I'm off to look at some pots and pans. Good luck. Noble just bartered... Yeah, Noble just bartered for 399 crowns for our spider silk. That's cool. Wish I told you what, trinket it was you were going to sell, but 399 for spider silk, I think that's worth it. Don't actually know what you can make with it. Maybe a net. You sight the Tomb of Many Crows in the glass of your scope, and mark it on your maps. Easy enough. Time to return to Torkel the Younger, so it's over there. A long-forgotten crypt haunted by the ghosts of the past. The dead won't find sleep here. Oh, direwolves. Speaking of Game of Thrones. Jokes, there are no direwolves in Game of Thrones. The budget doesn't allow it. That's a lot of militia and the Crown Takers, which are a mercenary company, all hunting the same direwolves. We could follow them and help them, but we don't have like specific stuff to gain. As you head towards Kammersmark, a stranger comes out to the path. He's a man you talked to before, but this time he has a satchel in hand. Look, sellsword, I know you speak one language, and that is the language of money. Take this satchel as a token of our appreciation. Yeah, appreciation. If you stay silent, you needn't tell the rulers of Kammersmark where the Tomb of Many Crows is. That place belongs to our families. Those petty rulers will only ruin it with their greed and power-seeking. So what say you? Will you take this? There are 380 crowns in there. All you gotta do is take it and not talk. Why get paid only once if we can get paid twice? No, so we are... I mean, we're cultists, but... I think death is like... I'm not quite sure, so I'm gonna pick that one. Yeah, Torkel the Younger should have paid us more. Let's see how that influenced our relations here. Oh, barely at all. I don't quite know the actual, like, you know, theology and whatnot in the cult of Davkul. I don't know how their like how their beliefs and practices actually manifest themselves in the game and in the storytelling. But I got the impression that they treat death as a sacred thing that is like higher than, or that's oh my god, this actually became more expensive now. But yeah, they treat death as like a sacred thing that's like more of a finality that everything should reach. Like they worship death as a thing, not, you know, undeath and all that shit. So I feel like okay, Kammersmark doesn't like us. Okay, so it'd make Kammersmark more upset. That's why everything's more expensive. Well, I guess we won't be buying this then. We'll buy the grain though. Yeah, so like because of that, I kind of feel like we should not let the nobles raid these tombs, because the tombs are there to honor death. Torkel the Younger stares out of his window, watching a group of men loading cargo into a number of wagons. He talks without looking our way. I have an important delivery heading out to Noravold, roughly 2 days north of here. Unfortunately, a competitor outbid me in acquiring a local band of caravan guards. Now I need your services. Let's talk numbers if you're interested. I am. Torkel the Younger, I wronged you before. Now I'm going to prove myself to you. Unless someone accosts us, in which case I'll take their money and let them have the caravan. So it's 8 crowns per head you arrive with, 25 heads at most, and another 460 when the job is done. So heads is that that's enemies. Yeah, 610 when the contract is done. No money for for each head. I accept your offer. It's only 2 days to the north. I don't think we're going to find a lot of things to kill and bring, you know, a lot of heads to bring to him. We didn't buy the peat in Cameras Mark, so we can sell it here for 122, but I think we're going to keep it and see if we can't sell it for something more further up north. Maybe in Dunkelwald. It's got a lumber camp as well, so we could take that to somewhere and find some recon. Oh, just my luck. We already have one going on here. And the peat is worthless. Oh boy. Barbarians and brigands, those were one of the new enemy types. Dude, I can't wait to fight barbarians. I hope they're fucking horrible to fight. Dude, we're going like the far north. That's why we saw barbarians. We haven't actually been this far north yet. Supply caravan and some peasants passing by ruins on the left and going through the region of Bear Scrub. I didn't even see what that was. There's only 2, so it might have been like really bad. Smaller bands are usually like very strong enemies. Like if you encounter like 2 or 3 lindworms, you are so fucked. Albrecht stalked the company for a time before approaching you directly. He is an advocate for Davkul's purpose, and with this argument has been made, and yourself, and with that his argument has been made, and yourself engendered to it all the same. The man joins the company. Yes, join us. We just gained a dude. Who are you? Albrecht, dude. Cultists are awesome. Albrecht, you are... I mean, you might be a ranged boy. Keep calling them boys. Yeah, let's give him a bow, let's give him some arrows, and let's take this silly bag off his head. Oh my god, he's got tattoos. In fact, I think we need to start tattooing our boys up a bit. Our brothers, I should say. They are well supplied. Let's wait here. Dawn, let's head to market. Market here kind of sucks, it seems. Cheap grain, though. Despite nothing growing this far north. Tools and supplies, actually very cheap. I'm going to buy some. Those get added to the pool here, so you can't sell them back again, I think, which is kind of sad. Because you know, it would be cool to be able to run around and selling this stuff. Let's look at the recruitment prospects. Oh god, yeah, these are all very experienced or very well geared up people. Hartvig the Old, Ortwin, and Asbjorn. Let's go to Eichendorf and see if there's any jobs there. Still have the peat with us. Eichendorf has a lumber camp. Generally, lumber seems like a very good trade resource because there's... Oh, okay, never mind. That was my own flag that got big and I got very scared. Generally, lumber seems to be a thing that's always in supply because lumber is what you need to rebuild once something ruins, once violence comes to town. And violence is something there is not a short supply of in this world. Let's buy some lumber. And they have a job, though it does seem very scary. Valdemar of Eichendorf waves you into his room. You notice that there are pitchfork-armed men keeping vigilant watch by means of grimly staring out his windows. The one of these fellows is clearly asleep against the wall. You ask the settlement's mayor what it is he wants. He gets to the point. Townsfolk in the hinterland are reporting monstrosities taking children and dogs and the like. Now, I don't mean to give leeway to paranoia and superstition, but it sounds an awful lot like these reports are talking about spiders. Webknechts, as my father would call them. And if that's true, then it is likely that they have a nest in these parts, and I need you to find it and destroy it. Are you interested, Sellsword? Fuck that. The nests are horrible. They have eggs, and those eggs burst out more Webknechts. Just a ton of them. I'm gonna say no, for now. We're going to do those like very dangerous jobs later on, but not for now. I've lost a way better, more well-equipped band to a Webknecht nest, I think, in an earlier version. Or I might be misremembering and it was a walk in the park, but I'm scared all the same. I hope there's actually going to be any combat this episode, because so far it's mostly just been the sort of metagame. Ambush trade routes, disappearing villagers, and terrified villagers. This town is not doing too well. And they sell peat for a high price. Let's have a look at their jobs at least. A man walks up to you and holds a scroll halfway between he and you. My name is Ragnar, representative of Janold, the councilman, and speaking on behalf of the good people of Kolkdorf. We seek your services, mercenary. Janold, the councilman, is shaking when you greet him. He's practically frothing with anger, or maybe he's just really drunk. Citizens of this fine town are starving. Why? Because brigands keep sneaking in during the night to raid our granaries, and if we catch them, they burn the building down. Now we can't defend ourselves by sitting back. Now, I want to defend myself by killing them all. The man teeters for a moment, as if about to spill himself across his desk. He steadies before continuing. Well, he's drunk. I want you to go kill these vagrants, obviously, and all you have to do is be interested and name your price. How much crowns are we talking about? Oh god, 800. We're killing some brigands. They might be very well armed. I want more. 880. I accept your offer. We're going to have a look at the Blackheart's Den, east of Kolkdorf, and if it's too bad, like if it's just a bunch of people in chainmail and stuff, we will pull back and we'll abandon them to their fate. Might be able to sell the peat in Edsvesta. Because peat is like a thing you use to burn, right? I doubt you actually use it for blast furnaces. I assume you use like charcoal and coal for that. And peat, I think, is more for like smoking food. Some brigand thugs and a few brigand raiders. Oh, we can take them, I think. But it could also very well go the other way around. I'm gonna put Gisbert back, and I'm gonna put Albrich up front. Do we have anyone else we don't need? Tostig? Yeah, I'm gonna put Tostig in the reserves as well. Bernard the Resurrected, who looks a bit like, oh, what's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal? Maybe? Yeah, it looks a bit like Jake Gyllenhaal. Alright, let's go in. Blackheart's done. This is for all the money and all the heads. Oh, they, I mean, these guys are quite well armored. He's not. And this guy is very well armored. That's a raider there. Nice. Very good, very good. We'll have him wait, because he can attack that guy from below. I think if you pull him down, he actually does take fall damage. Or he gets staggered and, like, loses balance or something like that. Oh, bleed as well. Awesome. We could go for this guy, or we could go for this one. Higher chance to hit on this one, but higher chance to do damage on this one. I'm gonna go for this one. Never mind. It's another monk-looking dude. Leif is wrongly equipped. We'll put him up ahead here. And we could, yeah, we're going to send Jacob. Yeah, Jacob, this is for all the money as well. You're going to stand there and you're going to thresh. You might die. And I'm terribly sorry if you do. If you do, just leave a comment and we'll name another brother something else. Oh, okay. I was hoping to stun him so he couldn't go next turn. Then we're going to put Leif here so that he can support Jacob, but not be in Jacob's threshing range. Alright, loop up. Nice. Very good. We have to move through enemy... No, actually we can move here, yeah. Okay, cool. He's breaking. Marquardt. He's in a very good spot. Oh boy. Nice! Jacob, you almost insta-killed him. Okay, so not... Okay, we could try to hit him. That would only risk hitting this guy. Otherwise, we risk hitting friendlies on every attack. Yeah, we'll go for him. Oh, wait. I was meant to go click him, but it worked out because we hit this guy. And he's fleeing. Nice. Don't have to deal with him anymore. Let's try to... he goes in 10 turns, he goes in 4. Let's try to knock him. Didn't work. Try again. Never mind. I flinch every time I see like a brother get hit, because I'm always like afraid that it's going to be the hit that kills them. I'm going to wait with him because this guy's going to try to run away. So I'm going to wait with him until afterwards and see if he just like doesn't die without having to make any attacks. Oh boy. Okay, we need to try to go for an instant kill here, I think. Oh, so close though. Split nose, we hit him in the head. With that huge axe, which is now bloodied. Yeah, we can go for... Yeah, we can go for this guy. Miss. Come on, come on. Oh no. Who did we lose? Guntbert was slain here. Wait as well here. Oh hell yeah, dude. Hold. We can have one of these guys move up there now. He's gone. He's gone as well. We may as well just go for the hit. Oh boy. He actually got away. Now he's fleeing as well. Now we're contesting all of them. Oh boy. Ripped ear from down there as well. That's so good. Oh boy. Going out of the resurrected. How many times can you get resurrected? Come on, come on. Oh no, what the fuck? Oh, 53% chance to hit him, and there was no like actual icon of him missing, and he shoots Bernard in the back and kills him. Oh, that's funny. Last episode I think was Resurrected Monk. This is probably gonna be like fucking team killed Monk. Bleeding, nice. Gotta try to stack these effects and get these guys wavering. Oh, I might end up killing Markward right now. Okay, never mind. That would have been funny. Philip, you joined and killed 2 enemies and 1 friendly. Oh! Jacob the Thresher was slain. I'm going to name another brother after you, don't worry. It wasn't even because of the risky strat there. He just, like, straight up was killed. Wait, I mean, it didn't help that I put, or tried a risky strat. Both of them are fleeing. We need to get this guy fleeing. All these guys are fleeing now. Leif just killed 2 people. I'm probably gonna rename Leif after Jacob. Oh boy, Markward is slain. Dude, this is hell. Come on. And he's not even close to breaking. Vinrich, that was close. Come on. This guy's fleeing anyways. Oh, he's in riposte and shield wall mode. We'll just leave him. Let him be. Actually, we could shield bash him. Oh, never mind. He repulsed back even on the shield bash. Or try again. Never mind. Right. Thank fuck. Wanted to take the 5% there. Okay, he's still holding. This guy is a beast, and so is this guy. We just need to get a single hit on this guy. We need to get up on the high ground there. Holy shit, Werner head taker. Oh my god. This guy has HP to spare. Never mind. He's rallied. He's still running though. There we go. Bleeding. Exposed ribs. Try to decap. Oh, Philip is dead as well. Philip and Jacob, you had short-lived characters. In fact, Philip and Jacob, if you're watching this, please in the comments down below, post new names for new boys. Oh, Werner Headtaker is dead as well. Come on, come on. Nope. Finally. You will not kill Nobal. This is just the nature of this game. Brothers die left and right. Especially when you take on more difficult jobs. Off with his head. Nobal. The Werner Headtaker is dead. Nobal, I think you're going to be the new Headtaker. Yeah, we're not going to be able to run this guy down. Yep. he fled. 6 dead. But man, the loot. Copper ingots as well. Oh, that went... That was a mixed bag. Hexen, oh god. I hate them. I think they're pursuing us. Just get away from them. Either way, this has been a blast. I love playing this, and I will keep playing this. And if you would like to help me name some of my battle brothers, please, in the comments down below, post your name or whatever name you want me to call them. Try to avoid nicknames, because I want to give them nicknames as they sort of grow and as things happen in the game. Again, Philip and Jacob, please, new nicknames if you can, or if you want to, because your people died very quickly. Anyways, thanks you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.